I'm Sonia and I help people take their power back. If you're interested in working one-on-one with me and want me to call you on your BS, all of my coaching information is in the description below. I also am planning on going live Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time and Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time through December. I'll have those scheduled if you want to come hang out and ask questions. And be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys hear noises in the background, my neighbors are getting their roof fixed. So yeah. So this video, I want to talk about the when, the timing of things manifesting. I think I've spoken on this before. I don't know. I make so much content. I don't know what I've talked about recently or where I've talked about it. But I got a comment asking about how to not focus on the timing. How do you stop focusing on the when? Every time I get worried about how long it is going to take to materialize. Here's the thing. I can't tell you how long shit is going to take. I literally can't. There's no way of knowing how long things are going to take. I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get things. I don't get to be a part of how things happen or when things happen. That's not up to you. Other than making sure that you are thinking about things in a way that it's not going to take a long time. That's what people are saying when it's living from the end. When you're thinking about it, it's real and it's done. The problem is you think about it and then you look at the 3D and you're like, it hasn't happened. What if it doesn't happen? It's probably not going to happen. That's the problem. You need to affirm through it, meaning that you need to think as if through it. This is where robotic affirmations can helps a lot of people, and maybe something you want to fucking try doing. If, whenever you start thinking of this topic, robotically affirming that you have it. One, it's going to familiarize your brain with it, but two, you're spending less time focusing on that it's not happening and what if it doesn't happen, because all of that shit's manifesting, you guys. All of it. Your entire belief system manifests. If you are so worried about the time, I would ask myself if I believe that this is even possible. Because if you are questioning and doubting if manifestation is even real, or if this could possibly happen, that could be part of where the anxiety about the when comes from as well. This takes practice. Because I used to do this shit too. I'm speaking from experience. I used to get so worried about the timing and like, how long is this going to take? And it still happens sometimes because I fucking get it. You're like, okay, but like things like, are we sure here? But the more you do it and the more you familiarize your brain with it, this is where I want you guys practicing with other things than your giant manifestations. Getting successful manifestations or doing it in steps so that you're getting success so you understand what you're doing and then you can apply the shit you learn from those things that successfully manifest to this other stuff. But if you are wanting to know about the when, I can't help you. And if anybody's telling you that they can, they're fucking lying to you. I'm just going to be honest. There is no way to know how or when things are going to manifest. What you need to understand is creation is finished. Whatever you are thinking in the moment is true. So if you're telling yourself, I have it, and then you're like, oh, what if it doesn't work? This probably won't work. I'm not like doing it right, blah, blah, blah. When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? It's not going to happen. Oh my God, it hasn't happened. Okay, you spent like 3 seconds telling yourself you have it, and then the rest of that time not having it. So guess what you're going to get more of? Not having it. You're kind of getting familiarized with it, so maybe eventually it will happen. But the more you familiarize yourself with it, the more comfortable your brain is with it and the less anxious you are going to get. And the more you have success with manifesting, the less anxious you're going to get about the when. Because you see over and over and over again, it works every fucking time. You'll start to see the connection between your present moment and what's going on up here, whether it's something you want or something that you don't. The other thing that you can do is just start looking at your present moment as the bridge of incidents. If you're doing what you need to up here, then whatever is happening is getting you to your manifestation, which means it's inevitably going to happen. But that takes getting yourself more familiar with it. I know it sounds fucking crazy when you really want something to change, or you are been manifesting something for a while, that it's like you really just need to tell yourself it more and get your brain more familiar with it. But I promise you, the more you get your brain familiar with it and you let go of all the bullshit of why it won't happen and, oh, but what if it doesn't happen, and you let all of that shit go and you truly focus on having it, the faster it's going to manifest and the less you even give a shit that you don't have it in the first place. Is that with everything? No, there's some shit that I still was in the phase of, oh my God, this may not happen, and it still fucking happened. I literally cannot tell you when shit's gonna change. Nobody can. All you can do is what Neville Goddard said. Choose to think of things as in the way you want them to be. Because I believe the exact quote is, it is a delusion to think that there is any way you can aid your manifestation other than doing that. And you are not doing the thing you need to do if you're worrying about when or if it's going to happen. That is where something like EFT or some other kind of nervous system regulation, working with your vagus nerve, energy work, something to help you get rid of the anxiety can be massively helpful if the anxiety is really bad. But at the end of the day, it's a choice. Choosing how you are going to view things in the present moment, because the present moment is all you have, and it's the only thing that you have any control over. Creation is finished. You want to select the reality in which you are going to get what you want, and you keep returning to that reality, and then it will materialize. But if you're focused on worrying about the time and it may not happen and why hasn't it happened and when is it going to happen, that's the reality you're selecting, because that's what you're thinking about the most. And that's where you need to persist more in the affirmations, the thoughts of thinking as if things are done, living in the end. It comes down to a choice. You affirm anyway. Who gives a shit that you're anxious? Who gives a shit that it's not here yet? If what you want is not in your reality and is just your normal everyday life, and you naturally stop of wanting to affirm for it all the time, you keep fucking affirming or visualizing or whatever technique you want to fucking do. But you don't get to stop thinking as if you have what you want until it fucking happens and it's your life. Because if you get the manifestation and then you stop affirming, you're going to get hot and cold behavior. That thing's going to leave again. Start focusing on your mindset and realizing that it is forever. You are going to have to affirm forever. Like I said, once things become normal, you're going to stop affirming for it as much and feeling like you need to be on top of it, but you don't get to stop thinking about things the way you want them to be. And the more you can focus on your mindset instead of trying to manifest something, the less anxious you're going to be as well. Let me know if you have any other questions. I kind of felt like I rambled, so hopefully that was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love and light.